All right. Mhm. Back again. Right. So today's journal and today's contemplation. Yes, I'm really into this now. Okay, so was a quick thought in my head, right? And the thought was you are your biggest problem. That was like what I thought. Like I am my biggest problem. Because I'm like I feel like I should have bigger problems. Like number one, the government around me should be my biggest problem. Maybe people that hurt me in the past, people that will want to hurt me in the future, they should be my biggest problem. But the thought was like, nah, you, like me myself, I am my biggest problem. And then I asked how, right? And because this is always a dialogue in my head. It's always a dialogue in my head. So I asked, how am I my biggest problem? And so I had this illustration of like a generator, because everything is energy, right? And so imagine a generator powers a house. And what the generator does is that it distributes electricity to like all of the house, right? So that's kind of like how I see the human heart. It's like a generator, like because we absorb energy from the sun and the environment, and it generates throughout the body. So I see it like that. So I asked myself, what could possibly, you know, since everything is energy, what could possibly disrupt my own energy? It's myself. I know, yeah, people can say things, but sometimes you're just sitting down and on your own or on my own, I'm just thinking up negative thoughts. Nobody did anything to me now, right? I'm just on my own, conjuring up things that are tampering with my energy. And by the time I'm done with that, I just think of maybe the government and I'm like, if we had a better government. But at the start of the thought, it was not the government, it was just something random. Maybe how I walk, or just something minor. And before you know, it builds up to a negative energy, and then we map it on something, maybe the government, maybe somebody, and we're like, if I had not met this person, my life would be better. It's like, no. So I'm like, I am really my biggest problem, because if energy is being generated inside me freely, I am also the same person that can disrupt that energy with my thoughts. Yes, somebody might have done something. Yes, the government might be doing whatever they are doing. But who allows things to come into my power generating plants, right? So, man, that was the thought. And it struck me, like for real, right? And I'm glad I can, keep this as a journal, virtually, because I am really my biggest problem, right? And you know, we are problem generating beings. We just generate problems that don't exist, and then create a formula and say it's this. But by the time I start to learn how to disrupt this craving for developing negative energies and thoughts, I sort of have a grip. And so when I see a negative energy, I'm able to know, okay, this is negative. I can transform it to be something good, right? So I need to learn how to, stay around myself more, and stay around and watch my energies and watch what I think, and not be my biggest problem, and shift myself out of the way so that I can see the light. Right? So yeah, that's today's contemplation. See you tomorrow. Yeah.